Before we go any further, I want to thank our sponsor of this Abandoned Mansion episode, Raycon. Raycon aims to empower go-getters around the world by creating the next wave in wireless audio technology. Super nice to use when you're traveling on an airplane. I watch my movies using Raycon earbuds while I fly. Also really good for exercising. Meredith and I actually both will run in these. We just tried something recently where we were listening to a workout on her phone, and she put one in her ear and I put one in my ear so we could jog together while listening to the same workout. It actually worked pretty good, and the range on these is pretty good because Meredith got way out in front of me. I mean, I got way out in front of Meredith, and I could still hear the workout that was going on. I mean, she could because she was so far behind me. Raycon earbuds are the best way to listen because they have a great sound, comfortable fit, they have a long battery life, a variety of fits, and there's no dangling wires. This is their newest model, the Everyday E25. Has 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, more compact design that gives you a nice noise isolating fit. Raycon has a 45-day free return policy so you can make sure they are the right wireless earbuds for you. Go to buyraycon.com/offtheranch for 15% off your order. Celebrities like Snoop Dogg, Mike Tyson, and Melissa Etheridge all love their Raycon earbuds. They start at about half the price of other premium wireless earbud brands, but they sound just as amazing as other top audio brands. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this episode of Abandoned Mansion. And they came in real clutch because I'm about to have to put down a big deposit for our AC, plumber, and electrician to come in and start figuring this thing out. Thanks, Raycon. Welcome to Renovating an Abandoned Mansion. Welcome to my abandoned mansion. My name is Matt, and I haven't made an abandoned mansion video in a while, but that doesn't mean that nothing has been happening. Lots of stuff has happened since you last saw this house. You probably noticed in the drone shots that there was a lot more green on this addition than there was last time. We got sheathing on a lot of it, probably about half of it so far. So from here on is all the original house. That's of course not original because we've totally renovated everything over there. But all of this right here is a new build. So all those sticks are brand new. And then we put the sheathing on them to hold everything in position, keep everything straight and square and exactly how we want it to be. And it really starts looking more like a house as we get these on. Let's walk around to the back. Yeah, man, looking good. There's actually gonna be a window here. That is a window that's not totally done yet, but there will be a window over here as well. And then I think there's another window here. I can't remember exactly what the plans are. We just haven't cut those out yet. Upstairs, almost done up there, and you can see we just have a little bit more on the sides. The reason I say it's only half done is because we haven't done the roof yet, which actually is a problem and we need to fix that. It is a problem because if there is no roof, whenever it rains, rain comes in, which doesn't hurt our concrete, not a big deal. But some people have underground vaults. And the rain goes right down there, and you can see it sitting down there in the bottom. I need to get that out so we don't have just sitting water down here. You guys were right. Y'all said it was gonna flood. You were right. But not because it's coming in through the sides. It's because it's literally raining straight down there, getting on the concrete, rolling all the way down our stairs. Need to clean that, and it's just taking all the mud with it. So it's just got this muddy water down there. So this house, when I bought it, had no garage. So this addition that we built is a garage, but it also has a room up here, another room over there. This is going to be a weight room. That's going to be in a little apartment, kind of for our YouTuber friends who come into town. We like having a place that's not like next to our bedroom, because a lot of them we don't know well. For instance, Kentucky Ballistics was just in town, and first time I had ever hung out with him, he stayed in my house, and it was nice that they had their own little space for them, and for us, it just works out really good. So we wanted that again in this house. So it's connected to the house. It all is connected. You don't have to walk outside to get back in, but they kind of have their own space at one end of the house. Works out really good. Just need a little more bit of wood covering it. You haven't missed anything in the old part of the house. We have not done a ton because we've been focusing on this, trying to get all the walls up and all put together. We did build this nice little hallway here, as you can see, connecting it. So this will be an air-conditioned hallway connecting the garage. Not the garage, it's not air-conditioned, but the hallways connecting it are air-conditioned. So you don't have to walk, you know, outside. People were like, why are you making a detached garage? I'm like, we're not, we just hadn't built the hallway to connect them yet. This is a 4-car garage, and the 4th bay over here is extra tall. And that was actually not in the plans. I mean, it was, but I hadn't really noticed, and we were planning on just making the ceiling come across and be all one level across here. And then when I saw that there was no second floor above this, like once I saw it built, I was like, why don't we raise this roof in here, raise the ceiling in here? And then I have a nice tall bay over here on the end, which by the way, we're gonna have a little workbench around there. But I thought this bay, if it's tall enough, we could put a car lift in here. And not necessarily just like a 2-post car lift for like changing oil or anything. We could put like a 4-post lift in where you could like stack cars. Haven't told Meredith about like wanting to stack cars in here yet, but it's an option and we're not doing that now. But I wanna leave it nice and tall so that we have that option in the future to put a car lift in here if I want one, which I probably will. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't feel the urge to say anything. Oh, look at that view! It's crazy! Look, what a beautiful morning with this beautiful view! A beautiful morning to work on a beautiful house. Hey Demolitia, mid-episode update here. It's actually a different day, but we're doing something a little different today. So you can see the roof is coming along well. We have a lot of boards up there on the roof, but these rafter tails is what we gotta work on now because we had big 2x4s sticking out, but we were just gonna have flat boards covering like under the eaves of the roof. But then we realized that wouldn't make sense because there's rafters over here and over there and over there, and then we were gonna have flat boards here. It's just like an oversight on Meredith and my part. When we had the plans in front of us and it showed it flat over here and rafters exposed over here. We just never noticed it. And we're like, oh, yeah, we probably should fix that. So now we had to go cut back all of these boards and we can't put on the big sheets yet until we stick the big cedar rafter tails up in there so that it looks nice and matches this side of the house. So we are today going to be putting on these rafter tails so that we can finish putting the decking on the roof there all the way up to the edges. You guys want to help me throw on some cedar rafter tails? Let's do it. We've done all these rafter tails. You can see the cedar that we've added in to the ends of all of these. We need to cut them at an angle though, and I need to actually take those 1x off so that we can get a saw in there and chop that. Let's do it, Demolitia. Idea. Okay, we got them all off and then we cut all of these at an angle. They were square. So now you can see they're all cut at an angle. So now we're gonna come and put those boards back on top. We only had to take them off just so we get the saw in there to rip them all at the right angle. So now put them back on, and those are basically just decorative because you're gonna be able to see them from the underside right here. So we'll put those all right there. On the back, we're gonna have the big 4x8 decking sheets. So we'll get that all put on after we get the tongue and groove boards, the 1x4s up here at the front. Hi, I'm Matt, heavy equipment operator. I haven't been filming much for the last like hour and a half because I've just been moving stuff around with this. Slowly but surely getting all the green boards up on the new addition and then rafter tails put on, and then we'll do roof. I'll be back to you in just a little bit. Okay, we just got all the green boards on the back side of the house done. Well, except for one little spot underneath that window, but otherwise we got, I think the back side is pretty much done. Yeah, we got that and that. Almost completely done on the back side of the house. Now I need to actually get over there because this, you can see that wall through there is not done yet. So I'm gonna have to drive around the whole house because this hill's in the way and our drain pipe over there, there's a drain pipe coming up right there, is in the way. So I'm gonna have to go around the house and come back around there so we can lift boards up to that side. See if I can maneuver around there right now. Look at this house though. It is really finally starting to come together. It's so good. Never actually driven down here, right behind the back of the house here. Just need to make sure to not fall in that hole there. That would not be ideal, but it looks like we're gonna make it. I think I got enough room to squeeze by here on the top level. Oh yeah, it's a piece of cake. All that. I'll be back in just a second for you guys, like a couple hours for us, when all the green boards are on the new edition. Dang. The end of another beautiful day up here at the abandoned mansion. It's not gonna be long before we can't call it that anymore because just look what this place has become. So crazy. Not the end of the episode, but let me show you what we finished today and we'll come back tomorrow. Back side of the garage, you can see we got all these green boards up, not done with the edges. Those are just more time consuming, but we got all the big pieces put on there. So it is pretty much, besides just that right there and this right here and a little bit right there, pretty much totally done with the sheathing. And you can see over here we have all the cedar rafter tails put up. We have not cut these at an angle. They are still 90-degree angles right there. We're gonna cut them at an angle to make it look cooler, but they are all up. This just takes forever. It would have been a lot better if we would have thought of this earlier. But Mare and I did not notice the plans that did not show that. That's done. Need to do the same thing up there because you can see it just has the 2x6s up there, which we're gonna chop those back, scab on these cedars up there so it looks nice and awesome. You can see we got nice decking up here going around. Just haven't done the edges yet because we were finishing all those rafter tails. It's happening, it's happening. I just climbed up on the top roof with no ladder. Okay, we're on the top roof now. It's looking good as well. Let me go to the end without falling off. You can see we have most of the decking besides the edges done up here on the top roof as well. Wow, wow. The water has been cleaned out of the vault down there where it ran down the stairs, which is very good. Before I end my night, I want to say thank you, Demolitia. Thanks for being here. Thanks for continuing to come back and watch these abandoned mansion videos. This house is crazy, and the land is crazy, and the view is super boring, and it's not nice at all, and no one cares. Oh, look at those rays from the sunset. Oh, I mean, it's boring, super boring. The view's crazy, and it's beautiful, and so all those things would make this build crazy and awesome either way. And what I'm saying is either way, if there's 1 million plus of you watching this video, or there's only 50,000 of you watching this video, it still would be good and awesome. But because there are 1 million plus of you guys watching every single abandoned mansion video, it makes it so sponsors want to be a part of this. So I want to say, Demolitia, thank you. We are able to build this house way crazier than we would because you're here, because there's a lot of you here. Like this door, for instance. We were gonna put normal sliding doors. So if you haven't seen that episode, these doors accordion and open all the way up. That entire wall opens all the way up. We did that because they wanted to sponsor us, because they knew that you guys were gonna watch that video, and they said, hey, we wanna help out your build and put something cool in your house. I want you to know that is not unnoticed. I want you to know I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you watching video after video. I appreciate you liking and subscribing and coming back to my channel and watching more of this stuff. It makes it to where the content is more interesting because we have more stuff going on, more things to build, and it's also super nice to be able to bring you better content that's still free to you. It's a win-win because the house is cooler, which is really fun for me. It makes better content, which is really fun for you, and it costs you nothing. So, Demolitia, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you've been coming back over and over to check out the abandoned mansion. As you can probably hear, Earl is waiting to take me home. Looking good, good buddy. This work truck, he's a beast. All right, see you guys back here at the abandoned mansion early tomorrow morning. Hi to Militia. It's a few days later. Bad news, got a lot less done this week than we anticipated because the weather was very rainy here. So we did not get the garage all roofed up like I was hoping this week. View's still pretty. It's just much rainier than before. Sounds cool. It's gonna be kind of sad when we put like insulation and sheetrock up and you can't hear that rain hitting the roof. Sounds so cool. We have got a lot done, but not as much as I was hoping. Oh, I gotta get to a dry spot in here. Okay, so here's the problem. While I did dry that out, we haven't actually like papered the roof. Oh my gosh, look at this. Just a freaking water hose shooting down here. Yeah, that's not ideal in the middle of your house. It's already full. It's just running right down here. This is the worst. Just wait a little bit longer. We could have finished if you usually give me a few more days, Mother Nature. Come on. Can't do anything about this. Nope. This is bad. There's your problem right there. The roof goes down doing all right, and then it ends there and just still dumps right into the house. That's probably why we have a water hose pouring down. Yeah, it's going through that hole right there. Dang it. It's just flooding it. Oh, my camera's, I'm gonna ruin another camera, that's for sure. So the new addition is flooding, which is a huge bummer. And my bunker is flooding. Water's pouring down the stairs and it's filling up that bottom part. And it's probably about to spill down into the actual bunker and put water all in there, which is not a huge deal. Like I'll get all the water out eventually. It just is not fun. And I just had expectations to have it all, the roof all covered with wood, and then we put paper over it this week so that it remained like this side of the house, which is, the roof's not done here. We have no roof, but it's all papered. Like we have all the boards on the roof and it's papered, so like it's mostly dry, except like when we leave the door open and the rain blows all in there. But for the most part, it's dry. And I was saving this episode because I wanted to like get a lot done and show you guys like, bam, we got the roof done everywhere. It's complete. And it's not gonna happen. And I've decided to go ahead and just finish this episode here because it's been like 3 weeks since we had an abandoned mansion video, and I was holding it so that we could put it all together and have a big complete thing to show you, but not gonna happen. And you guys have been asking on every episode, where's the abandoned mansion? So I'm gonna deliver. Here it is. We've got a lot done, just not as much as I wanted. But what can I show? Oh, we did do something else. You wanna see this? Check out that big pile of wires right there. We went ahead and decided that we were going to rewire the whole house. So we'll use what is usable in that wire, but it was kind of a mess. Plus we pulled all the foam out here. And so with it, we had wire. And we decided, let's start over fresh so that we have a really good plan on where all the lighting goes, where the wires go. And we're not constrained to anything like where they thought a light should go. We're gonna do it how we want. So we got all the wiring ripped out of this house. Big mess of wires everywhere. Man, even with the rain, that's still a cool view. God, it's pouring down this window here. These are not sealed. You can see light coming through them because we don't have weather stripping up on them yet, because you have to wait till you like paint and everything, and then we'll come finalize that. So that's why they're leaking around here. They have no weather stripping, and they're definitely not gonna leak after they get weather stripping and we put a roof over it. Eventually there's gonna be a porch roof there to really seal all that up. Not today though. Nope, nothing is gonna happen the rest of the day because it's rain. I mean, I love rain. Thank you, we need some rain. Like, let's water those plants. Get the grass to grow and those trees to get all green and beautiful. But like, come on, man, I got so much stuff to do here. I usually end this with a drone shot flying around the house showing the progress so you guys can kind of get like a really good bird's eye, far away view as to how the house has changed since the last episode. No drone flying today, but I did fly it earlier this morning before it was raining. So I'll go ahead and show you that. It's mostly the same on the outside because it rained for half the day today. So, Demolitia, thank you for watching this episode of The Abandoned Mansion. A lot more big things coming up very soon as we near the completion of that and we can start really doing the fun stuff. I hope to see you back then. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.